Okay, today we'll start with another new chapters, conformal transformations or mapping in complex analysis. Today we'll start with the conformal transformations or mapping. Transformation. And mapping or transformation, actually, we can define this with a complex function. Let us consider a function f of z. Z is the actually complex number, z is equal to x plus iy. This is the complex number. But if we take this f of z as a complex function, then f of z equals to u into x plus iy plus I into b into xi. U is the function of xy and b is also function of xy. But for this fz function of complex function, u is the real part and b is the imaginary part. So there are actually four variables. One is x, y, other is u, b. Remember it. There are four variable, but four dimension is not possible in our real life. So we have to take help from mapping or transformation. That means conformal mapping. Now let f of z equals to u and b I plus I b x y be the analytic in some domain of z plane. Domain is the z plane. That means function of z. This is y domain, z plane. Suppose that w is another plane of this image f of z. F of z is the image. F of z equals to, this will be u b or w equals to, we can write u plus ib. That means u plus ib can be written as this. So then z transform to w plane, z plane transform to this w plane, or xy transform to what? ub variable. So by mapping w equals to u plus ib, equivalently u equals to function of u is the function of xy and b will be function of xy. This way, those equation defines transformation or mapping from z plane into w plane as following figure. Suppose z is the complex number xy. We must know r is the r what will be actually argument, and theta will be amplitudes. Okay, or modulus. R is the modulus and theta is the amplitudes. So z is the, this is the complex number and this is the real axis and imaginary axis. This is called Argand diagram of z complex number. That means this is also called z plane. Remember it, because only real axis x and real axis y present here. This is why this is the z plane, and this is also another plane. But if we transform this z to w, then w will be the function of what? ub. Remember it. U will be the real axis and b is the imaginary axis. Then and amplitudes will be what? Pi, and rho is the modulus. Rho is the modulus. Then this w complex function, and this is the also image of this z plane. Remember it. So this z plane transformed to w plane, and we have another we have named this another plane w plane. So the points z and w are called positive images of each other. Z is the image of w and w is also image of z. Hence we can write z equals to r e to the power I theta. E to the power I theta, exponential form of complex number. Okay, cos theta plus I sin theta equals to what? E to the power I theta. X equals to r cos theta, y equals to r sin theta in polar form. So the complex number z equals to r into e to the power I theta, and in w plane w equals to r into e to the power I pi. I pi, angle is pi. This is why. So actually mapping is the to give realistic view to the physical world. Okay, conformal mapping what? In advanced methods of forming maps, actually relationship. This maps means or relationship or mapping, preserving angles, and to give the realistic view to the image or map. To draw any image or any physical structure, we have to take help from conformal mapping. Actually, there is a big history for mapping. According to many historians, mapping is older than the written word, or mapping is also used to give real life to the physical world on a piece of paper. We can write. And to prove this statement that mapping is very old science, a lot of examples are present in the history of mapping. So a map of planned town is found on the wall of 9 feet in Ankara, Turkey, in 60 to 100 BC old. A map of South Africa is found was made by the Chinese Great Ming Empire in 1389. This is the actually real life image of mapping. So conformal mapping, the history of conformal mapping is traced back to the 16th century. The Mercator was the mathematician who contributed the first in conformal mapping. Now its origination was from the rejection of idea that Earth is flat. Once upon a time, many scientists consider the Earth as a flat, but actually not flat. And this shape of Earth also a mapping of real world. So geometrical representation of a complex number. And you must know xy is the z plane and ub is the w plane. You must know. So complex function w f of z equals to u plus ib can be written as f of x plus iy, which involves 4 variables actually here. How many variables? 4 variables x, y, u, b. But a figure of not only three dimensions x, y, z is possible in a plane. A figure of 4-dimensional region for x, y, u, b is not possible. This is why we are taking help from conformal mapping to plot complex functions. Now, so we chose 2 complex planes, z plane and another w plane. In w plane, we plot the corresponding points. W equals to u plus ib. We have seen in earlier in a graph. By joining these 2 points, we correspond the c dash in w plane. Another complex function, c dash or w plane. Now, to understand the transformation, try to solve this example 1. Transform the rectangular region ABCD in jet plane bounded by x equals to 1, x equals to 3, y equals to 0, and y equals to 3. Under the transformation, w equals to what? Z plus 2 plus I. This is the actually complex number, z plus 2 plus I. And that is the another complex number, x plus iy. Okay, so this whole is the w plane. Now here w equals to what? Z plus 2 plus I. This is given in example. Now w equals to what actually? UV plane. You must know from geometrical interpretation. U plus IB can be written as W. U plus IB equals to, and that is what? X plus IY, complex number, and plus 2 plus I. Just taking real part x plus 2 and imaginary part taking common I for both, I into y plus 1. So u plus ib can be written as x plus 2 plus I into y plus 1. Now by equating real and imaginary quantities, we can write u equals to x plus 2 and b equals to what? Y plus 1. Can you write?
Yes, sir.
Okay, u equals to x plus 2 and b equals to y plus 1, just equating on both sides. Now z plane, first column, w plane, second column, z plane, w plane. Now for x equals to, for x z plane, and in w plane u equals to what will be? X plus 2. Okay, this is the x plus 2. Now in z plane, if y, then in w plane y equals to, b equals to what will be? Y plus 1. Now if x equals to 1, u equals to what will be? 1 plus 2. Okay, 3. And if x equals to 3, another input from the given example. So if x equals to 3, u equals to what will be? 3 plus 2, that means 5. Okay, now in y axis of z plane, if y equals to 0, y equals to 0 is given here. Okay, if y equals to 0, then b equals to what will be? 0 plus 1. Okay, only 1. Now another input, y equals to, if y equals to 3, then b equals to what will be? In w plane, 3 plus 1, that means 4. This is the actually output for y, and this is the output for x values. Now here the lines x equals to 1, x equals to 3, x equals to 1 and x equals to 3, this is the given, and y equals to 0 and y equals to what? Y equals to what? Here the lines x equals to 1 and x equals to 3,
3.
and y equals to 0, y
Y
equals
is
to
equal to 1.
1 in the z plane are transformed into the line u equals to 3, u equals to 3, u equals to 5, and b equals to 1, and b equals to what? 4 in the w plane. So this is the input of z plane, and this is the input of u and b, input of what will be? W plane. So the region A, B, C, D in Z plane is transformed into the region E, F, G, H in W plane. How? Like this. Actually, this is the geometrical view for this example. This is the origin, and x equals this is the y equals to 1, 2, 3, and x equals to 1, 3. Okay. Now another plane. This is the W plane. In real axis u equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., and in y axis b equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now for x equals to 1, this is the parallel line of y axis. Okay, parallel line of y axis. If x equals to 3, parallel line of y axis, understand? And this is the y equals to 0. Y equals to 0 means what? Equation of x axis, equation of x-axis. And if y equals to 3, 1, 2, 3, this is the parallel to the what? X-axis. So we get parallel, we get this A, B, C, D rectangle. Okay. Now this is the input of what? Z plane. Now putting the value of u and b. If b equals to 1, if b equals to 1, what? B equals to 1, this is the actually parallel line of u axis. Okay, parallel line of u axis. Now if u equals to 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, this is the parallel line of v axis. Understand? That means y axis. And if b equals to u equals to 5, then it is also parallel line of y axis, that means b. And if b equals to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is also this curve, parallel line of x-axis, that means u-axis. So we get another rectangle for this view. What? EFG is. This is the image of this ABCD rectangle. Understand? And this is by conformal transformation. We have made another image of ABCD, which is EFGS. Now another example, transform the curve x square minus y square equal to 4 under the mapping w equals to z square. Okay, this is the given w plane, w equals to what? Z square, and z means what? Complex number x plus iy whole square, we can write. So u plus ib can be written as, you must know, absolute value or modulus equals to what? X square plus y square, that means plus twice xy. A plus b whole square formula, a square plus b square, a square plus 2a plus b square. But I square y square means what? I square equals to minus 1. This is why x square minus y square plus twice xy. So u equals to what? Real part, this real part equals to this real part, x square plus y square. And b equals to imaginary part. And here imaginary part what? Twice xy. Now we can form a table for this. First column will be x equals to this. For different values of x, we get y equals to plus minus square root over x square minus 4. This is given. Okay, x square equal to 4 plus y square, and x equals to plus minus square root over x square minus 4. Now for every input of x, we get y equals to this. X start from 2 and end with 5. Now for u equals to what will be? For every u equals to x square minus y square, putting x values and y values, we get what? U. this u also x and y values, for this. Okay, in every higher u equals to what? 4, and b equals to what will be? Twice xy. X equals to this, y equals to this. Twice xy equals to only 0. 2 into x multiply 4. That means plus minus 7.5. 2 into x multiply y. Okay, this x multiply y. 2 into this. 2 into x multiply this equals to plus minus 28. We get this. Now if we try to plot this graph in jet plane, this is the origin x-axis, real axis, and this is the imaginary axis, y values, and this is the negative part of imaginary axis. So for every values of x, we get another values of y. Now plotting these values, okay, x comma y, this is the x comma y, 2 comma 0 and 2.5 comma 1.5. We can get this curve. Okay, this is the for positive value of x, of a positive value of y, and this is the negative value of y. 2.5 minus 2.5 minus 2.5 and 3 2.2, and this is the minus 2.2. 2.9, this is the minus 2.9. Symmetric curve we get. Okay, now plotting values of u and b, and u is the real axis here. u is the real axis for w plane, and b is the imaginary axis for w plane. So for every values of 1 2 3 4, this is the 4. For every values of 4, we get the values, individual values of b. Understand? For individual values of b, this is the positive values of b, and similarly we get negative values of b. But u values same. This is why u equals to only 4, and this u equals to 4 is the parallel to the imaginary axis of w plane. So image of the curve x square minus y square equal to 4 is the straight line u equals to 4 parallel to the v axis in w plane. Actually, this is the result. Now, what is conformal mapping? First of all, we have to consider a mapping w equals to f of z. Z is the complex number, and f of z is the z plane, function of z plane, and this image will be w for w plane. Let us consider curve 1 and curve 2 for both smooth curve in jet plane. In jet plane, there are two curves, curve 1 and curve 2. Suppose they are intersecting at point z equals to z0. The angle between them will be, say, theta. Angle will be theta. If the image of these curves in w plane will be d1 and d2, then the map of f of z is said to be the conformal if the angle theta is preserved. That means does not changed. So conformal mapping, geometrical interpretation of conformal mapping. This is the first curve C1. Okay, and it will be the another curve C2. Their intersecting angle what? Theta. This is the z plane. Remember it. Putting the values of real axis x and imaginary axis y, we can get this curve of jet plane, and we can transform to another plane. This is the real axis will be u, and imaginary axis will be b for w plane. W equal to u plus ib. For this, in this case, first curve will be f of c1, and another curve will be f of c2, because this is the image of this curve. Remember it. So preserve angle what? Theta, same angle. If the same angle occurred, and this mapping, of course, said to be conformal mapping. Understand, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Now conditions for conformal mapping. A mapping w equal to f of z is conformal at each point z0, where f of z is analytic, and the first derivative of z0 now must be non-zero. That means not will be 0. This is the conditionality, condition of conformality. Now another example, if u equals to 2x square plus y square and b equals to y square by x, show that the curve u equals to constant and b also constant cut orthogonally at all intersections, but that the transformation w equals to u plus ib is not conformal. Although orthogonally cut, but not conformal. Now for the given curve 2x square plus y square equal to u, we can write 2x square plus y square equal to constant k1, right? Taking constant. Now differentiating one, we get for x to the power n formula, twice x to the power 2 minus 1, that means twice x, 2 into 4a, twice x, 4x, plus twice y dy dx again, equals to 0. That means first differentiation will be minus twice x by y. This is equation number 2. For another given curve, y square by x equals to b. And b is also constant given in example. So for the second curve, y square by x equals to constant k2, and y square equal to what? k2x. Differentiating similar process, twice y dy dx equals to k2, x differentiation 1. Now dy dx equals to what will be? k2 by twice y. And this can be written as y equals k2 equals to what? Y square by x. Okay, so y cancel and y by twice x only. Dy dx equals to, this is the equation number 4. Now from equation 2 and 4, this is the equation number 2 and this is the equation number 4. Both are dy dx. Okay, this is the first slope of first curve and this is the second slope of second curve. Now first slope m1 multiply m2 equals to what? We get minus 1. If multiplication of two slopes of two curves gives the result minus 1, they are angles between what will be 90 degree. That means they are perpendicular to each other. We are known from intermediate. If two straight line will be perpendicular to each other, if their multiplication of slopes gives the result minus 1, that means hence it cuts, the curves cut orthogonally. This is called orthogonal, that means 90 degree. Since first derivative del u del x equals to 4x, first differentiation, partial differentiation of the first curve, and partial differentiation of u with respect to y will be twice y. Again partial differentiation of b with respect to x, this, and partial differentiation of b with respect to y will be this. Now by using Cauchy-Riemann equations are not satisfied by u and b. Cauchy-Riemann's equation are not satisfied by this. This is why the function, given function u plus ib is not analytic. If Cauchy-Riemann functions are not satisfied, then this will be not analytic. So the transformation is not conformal. Write down everybody. The first partial differentiation of u with respect to x equals to partial differentiation of b with respect to y will be equal, and partial differentiation of u with respect to y equals to minus partial differentiation of b with respect to x, and these two conditions altogether are known as Cauchy-Riemann equation. Cauchy-Riemann equation. That means the Cauchy-Riemann equations are not satisfied because their values are, if we put del u del x equals to 4x, del u del y equals to twice y, del b del x equals to minus y square x square. If we put these values in this equation, we not get this equality. Okay, that means Cauchy-Riemann equations are not satisfied with that values. This is why the function is not conformal mapping. For the conformal transformation w equals to z square, show that the coefficient of magnification at z equals to this is this, the angle of rotation z equals to this, that means tan inverse this, and in number 2 for the conformal transformation w equal to z square, show that this same values. Now we are given w equals to f of z equals to what? Z square. First differentiation what? F dash z what will be? First differentiation twice z only. Now if z equals to 2 plus i, if z equals to 2 plus i, okay, this is given in question. If z equals to 2 plus i at first derivatives, then 2 into z 2 plus y, what will be 4 plus twice i. Now in for the number a, coefficient of magnification at z equals to 2 plus I is, coefficient of magnification means just modulus of first derivative. Okay, this modulus will be what? 4 plus this value is what? 4 plus twice I, and this modulus what will be? Square root over modulus of complex number x square plus y square. You must know formula. X means what? Real part whole square plus imaginary part whole square. That means 2 root 5. Angle of rotation what will be? At z plus amplitudes f dash z 2 plus I. That means amplitudes of what will be? 4 plus twice I. 4 plus twice I, it is the equal. So this can be written as tan inverse y by x. Y means what? Real imaginary part. X means what? Real part of that complex number. So tan inverse y by x. This is actually tan inverse 0.5. Similarly, for fz equals to w equals to z square, first derivatives twice z, and first derivative at 1 plus I equals to z, just putting z equals to 1 plus I, because z equals to 1 plus I in this function. Now this is all gives 2 plus twice I. So the coefficient of magnification at z equals to this will be first derivative of 1 plus I, and making absolute value, that means modulus will be this of this 2 plus twice I, and this equals to what? Square root of over real part square x square plus y square. Okay, imaginary part 2 whole square 2 root 2. Similarly, angle of rotation will be amplitudes of this. Amplitudes of this will be this values of this values. Okay, 2 plus twice I. So this amplitudes will be tan inverse y by x. Y equals to 2 imaginary part, and x equals to also same real part. 2 by 2 1. Tan inverse 1 equals to 45 degree. Tan 45 degree what? 5 by 4. Very easy example.